So, Big Pharma has been lying to a lot of you. They tell you that you take certain medications and it'll help with this, another medication, it's going to help with that. But what they don't tell you is certain side effects that you're going to have from it. And the cost that it's going to have on your body and everything. There's been so much controversy with holistic medications, and I am a big, big believer in holistic medication. So when we get right down to it, I am going to be talking about cannabis today. And hopefully I can change some people's minds, because there's still some people that think that it's, oh, you're just smoking to do this and you're smoking to do that, or you're taking gummies to do this. But let's really dive in to what certain cannabises and cannabinoids can do for you. 1, chronic pain relief. I have chronic pain all the time. I'm a recovering addict. I cannot take painkillers. It's just something that I can't do. What Big Pharma doesn't tell you with a lot of these pain medications is that when you take them, you have the risk of becoming addicted to them. And that's actually how I became an addict, is through my entire life, I've had a lot of chronic pain. I have degenerative joint disease. I have arthritis in my body everywhere. I've had it since even before I was a teenager. And nothing worked for me. I was always in pain all the time. So they prescribed me pain medication, high doses of pain medication. And I'm not really going to dive into what they prescribed me, but it was something that I got very, very addicted to, and it just kind of spiraled from there. So we're going to talk about cannabis and the benefits of taking this medication. It's not for everybody, but if you are in chronic pain or you have certain kind of illnesses that you cannot, just get away from, we're going to talk about some of it. Chronic pain, cannabinoids and cannabis, they change the pain perception of the pathways in your brain. It's an anti-inflammatory, and it can really help alleviate some of those symptoms, especially on days when it's like really cloudy and it's going to rain and all of that stuff. For cancer patients, it also helps with nausea and vomiting. It's there's certain things that are FDA approved, but it's still not federally funded. It has been legalized, but for some reason they want everybody to take all these pain medications, and you have the high risk of getting addicted to this stuff. But I've never gone through withdrawal with cannabis. I've never gone through like a lot of the certain symptoms. And the FDA does approve certain synthetic cannabinoids and different kind of medications to treat nausea and stuff, but it's still kind of a catch-22 with that because of what's going on right now. The government is trying to kind of take a step back from what they were doing, and after they legalized everything, they're like, well, maybe we shouldn't do this because we can't. They've been talking about, oh, we can't get the right dosage and we can't do this. But I think that's a bunch of BS, because if you can take an opioid and figure out what dose you need and what is prescribed for the person, they should be able to figure out dosages and certain things for, people. It also helps with multiple sclerosis. It helps with seizure disorders. With certain ones too, it can help with appetite stimulation and weight loss. But this is a miracle drug for me. And I know there's some people that have to be on certain medications because of what's going on with them and stuff, and I totally get it. But for me, I can't do it because I'm a recovering addict. It's also, like I said, it's got different kinds of antibacterials in it. It's, what is the word that I'm looking for? It's got antibiotics in it. all kinds of stuff, and it can really, really help a person. And I still find it that funny that Big Pharma is not backing up this medicine. I call it a medicine because it's a medication for me. But they don't back this, and they're backing all of these different kinds of drugs and medications that have all of these different side effects, but they're not really looking into holistic things that really like can help you. I feel like Big Pharma and different corporations want to keep people sick and keep coming back because that's how they make their money. And I'm just being perfectly honest. I was at work the other day and this guy told me that he had to go into the hospital because he was sicker than a dog. They didn't do anything for him. They just said, if it gets worse, come back. So, that's something that I'm really fighting against, because it's like, it helps with anxiety. It helps with stress, PTSD. It helps with sleep deprivation, sleep problems. But they want to give you all of these medications that have different side effects. So you have to take other medications on top of that to counteract the other side effects that you're having from different medications. And so it just kind of blows my mind that this is happening. And there's different places that you can look on here. Goodhealth.com. If you go on there, you can look up all kinds of information. There was another one that I looked up, and it's completely wild. It's just different, but I hope you guys understand that I am not bagging on anybody that has to take certain medications. I just think that there is a holistic alternative to doing that. Especially being a recovering addict, you have to find different alternatives for that. So that was something that I really wanted to talk about, because the government's talking about, it's not happening here yet, but in Texas and different areas, they're banning cannabis again and trying to make it illegal again. And I know it's still illegal for federal, but we have it for state. But I don't understand why the state will not legalize this drug. And, well, I do understand why. It's because, like I said, they're trying to keep people sick, because that's how they're making money. That's how Big Pharma makes their money. And, yeah. In conclusion with all of this, people need to do your research. You really need to do your research, especially when it comes to your body, your health, and your needs and life choices. Because you can be taking all this medication and you could be damaging your heart, your liver, your kidneys, all of this stuff, and you're not even aware of it. Doctors aware of it. They know what the signs are, the symptoms, and they give you a list of everything, but people really don't read and dive really into all of that stuff. So, in conclusion, I think that Big Pharma, the FDA, and all of these people really need to take a step back, and they're like, oh, we're going to be doing all of these things to help the public and blah, blah, blah. But really, in reality, they're keeping people sick. They really don't want you to get better, because then they're going to lose business. They're going to lose money. So that's what my thoughts are on it. You guys have a good day.